Welcome to another episode of URC Chumps podcast. Take 2. Bit of a doom and gloom weekend for us. Some worse than others. I think my butt is still hurting from that annihilation the Storm has got. Dara, how are you doing before you go off to London to go watch the Cold Spurs?
You know what? I know we lost, but the Bulls lost. So, to be honest, I had a pretty good weekend. Like, and Connacht won.
And Jacques, I see you being a bit toxic this evening.
I've got nothing to say. I'm sad. I cried myself to sleep Saturday night.
Did your girlfriend help you while she cried as well?
Just a pathetic rugby match.
The Sharks are back.
A little bit.
The Sharks we know and love. The team we know and love is back.
But there is actually one positive thing is I think Masuku played a brilliant game though. Even though we lost, I'm very proud of that of that young man. I think he did very well up until the 45th minute. And yeah, let's just leave it at that. That's where I switched my TV off.
Yeah, I will be honest. I also turned off, like I was saying beforehand. I was a bit upset with some of the calls that the ref was making in our game. But as I always say, damn French refs, they don't know how to blow correctly. But yeah, I always had a problem with the French ref because they always seem to prove me right that they blow like chops anyway. They have their ways of double tackles and everything like that, but then they don't pay attention to the rest of the game. But anyway, should we go through the results quickly? Just waiting for my phone to update because
anytime today.
No data found for this event. It didn't happen.
The 2 games on Friday night were Stade Racing and Munster and Cast.
Yeah.
So at least one South African side won. The Stade Sharks beat Racing quite convincingly as well, 33-7.
Yeah, I mean,
and the Lions won.
Who cares about the Challenge Cup? Barron's Connacht.
It doesn't matter. Lions, South African.
The Cheetahs win.
No, I think they also got a thumping.
I don't know. Let's first go through European Championship. Let's see. This weekend started on the 13th. So yeah, so Sale beating Racing 29-7. I mean, that was quite convincing.
Right. That's thumping. Right.
And that also put Sale in a nice, comfortable spot with a bonus point.
But Sale needed that. They got hockey last week up in Glasgow, so they needed to win that game and get a bonus.
And they're coming to Cape Town. The next one's in Cape Town, if I'm not mistaken.
Easy win as long as you don't give them food poisoning.
In Cape Town, I very much doubt it. Then Castor Munster. Listen, I'll have to give it to your boys. It was quite close.
Stop! No. Castor useless. They are useless. They are. I'm going to say they're dirty. What?
Apparently not so useless. Didn't they beat?
We're just worse. Crowley had an absolute disaster class. It was hard to watch him.
But this is what I've been finding. This is what I've been seeing with the French teams is they literally are being bullies. Now I know how the rest of the world feels when they play against South Africa. They come in with a bit of a physical game, but they do a bit more off the ball and more.
Yeah, but sure, if you look at it, we've gotten 6 injuries from that game. Casey, fair enough, that's nothing to do with anyone. He's tore his meniscus. That's a non-contact injury on his knee. He's gone for the season. Abrams went off after a cheap shot by Cast number 8 where he shouldered him in a no-arms tackle, which should have been a yellow card. Bluler failed the HIA. Barron failed the HIA. Kilcoyne got injured. Mike Haley got injured. It's dirty tactics. Bar the Casey one, which, as I said, is nobody's fault. If 5 players get injured in the same game, including 2 of them direct, and HIA is always the opposition, and Abrams dislocated his shoulder off the back of the stupid tackle. 30, they got 3 yellow cards. They could have got way more. But we were useless. We were terrible.
Yeah, I mean, I could say the same thing with the Stormers the weekend before. And I mean, you look at us, how many players went off injured HIA? Again.
Yeah, but this is what they try to do. They try and bully you, and wait until we can get on to Stad in a minute, because Jesus Christ, Stad are the worst I've ever seen for it. But Cass were cheap shots, dirty. They got lucky that we were so bad. And as I said, Crowley was unbelievably poor. The props, Kilcoyne came on. He hasn't played in 2 years, and he went off injured again. He had to play 45 minutes or something, and he went back off injured. It's insane, the injury list at Munster. I've never seen a team get so many injuries, and the only team that comes close is Ulster, who were playing on Friday night. So I'm waiting to get called up to go up to Belfast, to be honest, either side. Both of them could do with me, and I'm terrible. So yeah, just poor, really lackluster. Game, there was no quality in the game. Both sides were terrible. I thought Hodnett was our only kind of standout player. He got 2 tries. Second one's a small bit fortunate. I think he's knocked it on, but if he didn't, it would have been a yellow cast because Arata dived over the rock 4 meters out. But yeah, just horrendous. I mean, a losing bonus point is okay, but that missed kick to touch.
Listen, I will have to be honest about that kick to touch. Wow, that was actually awesome distance. But I do the commentary that I heard on that was he shouldn't have tried to go as far. And I mean,
no, make touch, Kirby. You can make sure you make touch from there. No matter if you want to get, he would have got 35 meters, but if you only get 15 meters, at least the ball goes out. At least you have a chance.
Yeah, but I mean that's what I said. It was an awesome distance finder, but in the time frame that they had to do it, which I have noticed with a lot of the French teams they are keeping the ball alive by catching it out and playing it in. So you almost have to lose 5 meters on your penalty kicks in order to make sure it goes out. Because what's happening is, and I've seen it with the Stormers, I've seen it against the Sharks, I've seen it with your guys as well. Everybody who tries to go for these touch finders and they find it and they're getting it very finely over the line, the French are literally jumping and playing it back in, which you kind of lose.
Who done it again? Someone else done it and he kept it. I think was it in the Glasgow Toulon match. I think Duncan Weir didn't kick it out as well because against Toulon, because they're just acrobat. Although I don't think that one even. I don't even think he had to jump in for that one. I think he just called it and played it away. But yeah, I mean, just poor, disappointed from Munster.
All right, but then it was the Bulls versus Northampton, and as you commented on Facebook, Northampton handled the altitude.
Yeah, Northampton. I'm scared now because they're in our pool, but they were brilliant. They were unbelievable. Alex Mitchell, the number 9. England missed him big time in November. He's an unbelievable player. The back line, the 2 centres, Hutchinson and Dingwall. How many tackles did those 2 make between them? I'd want to know that because they were unbelievable. But Northampton, they got mashed in the scrum and they just annihilated the Bulls in every other aspect of the game. The kicking was unbelievable from Mitchell and Finn Smith. I thought they disrupted the line out. Their defence was incredible. The only spark for the Bulls was Cameron Anikel. He was the only thing. Kept them. He's the only reason the game was within 9 points. But the Bulls are in serious trouble now. They've gotten 0 points from 2 games, including they've burned a home game now. Now they have to win in Europe when they play. They've Stad and Cast to play. They have to win both of those really to go through, and they're in serious trouble because, as I said, they've burned a home game. You can't lose at home in Europe, and well, South Africa, the Eurovision approach we take into it. But
Yeah.
yeah, I know they got bullied in every aspect of the game, bar the scrum. And I know the South African scrum is always good, but if you rely only on the scrum, you're still going to get beat. You need to have your other parts of your game working, and they didn't. Their backs were useless, and yeah, just got outplayed really by great
Yeah,
Northampton
I
team.
mean, I think that's what's led us as South African teams down a bit is yes, okay, cool. Our scrums are always strong, but at the same time, we need to work on other set pieces.
The
We
line
need
out
to
was
do
awful
better.
from Bulls. The Bulls line
I
out was awful.
in the words of Joey Swall, you need to do better.
Oh yes.
But yeah, but moving on was Ulster versus Bordeaux with Ulster going down.
Yeah, Ulster, to be fair, I'll give credit to Ulster. They were unbelievable for the first 50 minutes. But Bordeaux have so much quality that they could just do that. They got their backs into the game. Peno, B.A.B. Array, Deporter, Moefana, all these boys got into the game, and that was curtains. The Ulster bench, again, like Munster, they have so many injuries, especially in their backs, that they've no bench. And Bordeaux's bench is unbelievable. They're able to bring on monsters that can hurt you in the scrum, especially. And I know, ha ha ha. But
No,
they got the ball out of the backs, and that's when it's curtains. When you play Bordeaux, if they get the ball out, it's curtains. Their backs are too much quality.
then probably something that Jock's girlfriend will be quite happy about, and us from the Cape will be quite happy. Andre Pollard beating the Sharks.
Pollard was unbelievable, but
He's
Leicester
always
were
on.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
Leicester were unbelievable. Montoya, Salamone Kata, Freddie Stewart. That's the best I've seen Leicester play in 10 years. And I said it, like I said before the tournament started, they'd be dangerous. They'd be up there. Michael Cheika knows what he's doing, and it was a very Cheika performance. But I'll let our Durban-based friends discuss his feelings. Shock.
I don't want to say anything. Like I said,
beep, beep,
I
beep.
switched my TV off. I switched my TV off 45 minutes into that. It was stupid. It was a horrible match. Especially that one try that I don't know who scored, but Leicester kicked the ball and we tried to keep it into play. There's nobody there.
Oh,
Flips it
Hassel
back.
Collins
Yeah,
scored. Yeah, Hassel Collins.
comes in, takes the ball, dives over, easy peasy.
You've never
And
seen anything like that in my life.
it was probably the stupidest mistake I've ever seen in my life in professional rugby.
That's bad.
But speechless. I'm not going to say anything. I am so disappointed in the Sharks, but all credit goes to Leinster. They played a brilliant game. Yeah, that's me.
You're welcome.
Kirby?
You're welcome. And Pollard, the Cape boy, did the job.
The assassinator. But yeah, Montoya continuing his streak of loving playing against South Africa and South African teams. Why? I don't know. But he loves
With
it.
a
He
South
loves it against
African. With a South
Yeah.
African. Then yeah. Then Geordie Barrett having a bit of a braai lesson this week with Arceus Neyman. You could see they didn't do too well. As they beat Clermont.
No, they were awful. They were awful.
Yeah.
Leinster were awful. I mean, they won, but Claremont are no great shakes. They're all right, but that's all there. They're all right. That's concerning for Leinster, and I know I don't like them, so like it's probably a bit biased. But if Leinster want to go winning anything, if they play like that, they'll get buried by the big boys. They can't play like that against the big French sides, or even a Northampton or Leicester.
Yeah. Then Harlequins versus Stormers.
Uh, da, 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 da. I swear Alex Van Brandt has your whole club on a leash because he scored what? 3 tries, 4 tries? Was it three?
Two. No one
He
scored a
scored
hat
three at
trick.
least. I swear he
Scored
scored
two.
three.
No, two.
Oh,
There was two double try scorers.
oh yeah, Kane and Murdy scored
But no,
twice as well, didn't
as I
they?
was saying before we started this recording, the ref was blowing messed up at the scrums. But like you said earlier, you can't rely on one set piece to win you the game. And I will be
Yeah,
honest.
but the other thing, Kirby, I'll just say this: the first try, what? You don't leave it in the back of the scrum, what, 10 meters out, and you lost the ball, conceded a stupid try. That's what cost the Stormers because they kept making stupid mistakes. Like that,
No,
that's 7 points they give up.
I will
Stupid.
be. I will be. I think it was five the first one that what's his name missed the first kick. But yeah,
Yeah.
I will be honest. It was, and like he said, we were hinging. But at the point of the whole penalty being given, like you have the whole front row of Harlequins lying on the ground, and the Storm is still standing. To me, that says they're overextending. But yeah,
Yeah, well, I did think he got a bit wrong, but
Oh,
at the end of the day, I think even if he had a flawless game, the Stormers would have got whacked. They were just terrible.
no, we were. I won't. I
if
mean,
you
just
if you say that overextending could also be that the Stormers didn't take the hit.
dude, they were taking the hits, but they were dropping their legs back, and like I said, also half the time their knees were on the ground, and as far as I know, that's a penalty, and you let it carry on, and then he'll blow the Stormers up for something, but it's like, but they were on their knees crawling in this scrum first,
Mm.
but yeah,
Kirby,
but
Kirby, welcome to years of dealing with French refs in Europe. Welcome.
no, trust me, I
Hope you
don't like
enjoy it.
French refs. I ever since Poit
They're all like
and
that.
that
They're
and
all
that
like that.
horrible red card against Bismarck. I've never trusted French refs. I even seen the point where he gave Johan Goosen a yellow card when he was playing for Racing because he was off his feet. And even Johan Goosen was standing there looking, going, what the hell? Like, I'm on my feet. How am I off my feet?
No,
Quick
And
question:
yeah,
that's French refs.
Did Hanekom got a card for the Bulls?
no, you didn't get a card. Did he get a card? I
No,
don't
I
think he
didn't.
got a card. I think he
No,
gave
I
away a
did.
penalty because he came in, he cleaned it out low, and the guy literally recoiled back.
Oh yeah, that
Yeah,
was that was that was a card for my
Was
mind.
that a card?
No,
for
it,
me,
it wasn't given. It wasn't given as a card, but it should have been.
I also thought that would have been a card
You can't
if it was
send
a.
a guy flying 5 meters back out of after a cleanup. So
It was
it
it was
was
funny though.
It was
it
funny.
was, but
I
the
think the
way he
penalty is
fell back,
fair.
that's a yellow card.
No, the thing is, for me, the way I saw it, because I was actually looking at it beforehand, I don't see that as a card. Penalty, maybe, but he
Ah
came
no,
in to
it's
clean.
definitely a
He
penalty.
came in to clean the guy out.
Penalty yellow card.
But you can't send a guy flying 5 meters back. Like, and you see
Dude,
the
the
guy
guy
nearly
just
got sent
spun
off.
out.
Was it Henry Pollock? I think it was. He nearly got sent off then because he got up and tried to kick Honeycomb, but someone pulled him back.
Yeah,
But no, I mean that was the strangest clearer I've ever seen because I've never seen someone
recoil. That
fly
guy literally.
backwards.
That's what I said. He literally recoiled. If you watched him, he literally doing shot back.
Yeah, but no, Honeycomb didn't get a yellow for that. It wasn't. It was just a penalty.
Yeah. I mean, like honestly, the way I see it, for me, it was just um a penalty. Uh, I'm just having a quick look. Oh, look! Finally, it decides to come up. Thank you,
Yeah.
Super Sports.
But yeah, there was a game on at the same time. La Rochelle Bristol was on the same time as your one.
Yeah, La Rochelle absolutely annihilating.
Yeah, for the Premiership's top team, they've been awful in this. Like, considering they're top of the Premiership, they've been stone cold useless. Sure enough, they played Leinster and La Rochelle. You can give them some sympathy there, but they've got battered twice. They've got cleaned twice. So like I'd say Bristol are probably gone because they don't exactly have easy games. They play Fairmont. I think they're away to Fairmont and the home to Benetton. And to get on to Benetton for minutes, they're still a good side. So yeah, Bristol really underwhelming for me. And so are Bath, mind. We'll get on to Bath in a minute, but they've been terrible as well.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah, so like moving on after that, La Rochelle, Benetton
What a win. What
beating
a win.
Bath. See, I told you Finn Russell's overrated. Freaking hell.
He didn't play. He didn't play.
Exactly. He was overrated that they didn't play him. They probably would have lost by
No,
more if
but
he had played.
Benetton last minute winner as well. 79th minute maul try. Won it.
Yeah.
Benetton were unbelievable in the first half. They completely cleaned Bath out of it. They were blowing them away. Ignacio Mendy, or was it Rhino Smith? I think it was Rhino Smith, scored an interception try. And it was brilliant because he was getting caught by Cam Redpath and then he goose stepped and it gave him like another. The rugby guy would have been proud of it because the goose step took him up about 3 gears and he just ran it in. But that was the swinging point of the game really because if he misses the ball there, Bath would have had a walk in, 14-point turnaround in a game that ended up being decided by a single point. But yeah, as I said with Bristol, Bath have really disappointed me. They were all talking themselves up. Bristol and Bath were talking themselves up that they were going to do something this year, that they were going to go really far. They both lost twice. Sure, Bath are still in the competition. They could still go through because they've got 2 losing bonus points. It's difficult. They have to go away to Leinster after Christmas, and then they host Claremont. I think they'll beat Claremont, but they have to go away to Leinster after Christmas, and they probably need to win that game or get something out of it.
So I'm just going to quickly state, Reno Smith is from Paul, so he's another Cape boy.
Played for the Free State.
And Booker as well in the Varsity Cup. Let's see who else. Yeah. Leopards, Leopards.
Benetton's, it's the first Italian team to ever win in the Heineken Cup. So, like, it's a massive win for Benetton.
But
it's well done, guys.
Can I also just ask, why is our Sharks fan not even being glad about him? Because Reno Smith also played for the Sharks.
Listen, I told you before we started, I am not here. I am mentally sad. I'm physically sad.
I'm giving you something to be glad about. A Sharks player won.
One's in the blue moon.
Hey, my father-in-law, my father-in-law's team also won. So,
which team was that?
Well done, Gerard. Lions.
Oh, Lions.
Did you do the Leerloop? Did you do the
Leerloop? I'm way too sober for that.
So do ballas tussen jou bene.
Don't quit your day job, dude.
That's why I keep my day job.
Fantastic.
It says the guy in the daily.
You never disrespect my job again. Chairman.
What, you gonna come here?
Nobody's disrespecting anything.
No, he was. Says the guy who was daddy. Don't make me.
You have to shout at people.
I was about to say I'll take out Manny Libot for sure. I'd actually rather him play against us.
Talking about that, I see that guy's now serving a 5-week ban as from this week.
Yeah, 2 rounds for that. But speaking of people,
the guy took out Marnie.
Yeah, he's got about 50 letters in his name. I'm not trying to pronounce that any time today. Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, but moving on.
Speaking of red cards, Stade Francais, red card FC.
Yeah.
He's telling
Two.
me, did you see McAloo's red card?
No, I actually didn't.
Oh my, this Van Zyl is the scrum. McAloo trips him at the base of a scrum, which is a yellow card.
I saw that. Then he hits him high.
Then Van Zyl's on the floor, shoulder charge straight into his head. Is it possible? Two red cards in the same play. That was one of the not it trips to yellow. Is it possible to give a guy two separate cards at the same time?
That's an orange card, a combined card.
No, it's a very very dark red card for my mind. It's like because he's tripped him, which is a yellow, and then that's the most blatant red card you'll ever see.
And it's hard
Plus,
red.
plus, I think Stad should have had another red card. There's a tackle there. I think it was on the Saracens winger, where head on head, and he said that the winger tried to move to the left, but the winger was going to move to the left before he got head butted in the face. So really, I thought Davidson bottled that one. I thought that was a red card. And then Saracens got a small bit lucky because Reece Cara could have been sent off for a forearm to the head, but he only got a yellow for that because I think it started on his chest and moved up into his head. But yeah, sad France say that the discipline is awful. It's actually the worst I've ever seen.
Then, yeah, we have Toulon versus Glasgow. Glasgow just missing out.
Glasgow really proud. They can be really proud because if you look at that Glasgow starting lineup, they've no front five forwards. None, essentially, because they're all injured. So they played a very kind of, I say they played really well. They played
Your girlfriend, so you get to say
mostly-
we.
Your girlfriend, yeah, so you can say we.
They played a very, very kind of untraditional front five, if that's the right word. Like one that fellas that wouldn't get in the squad if they're also. They brought a couple of them on. They brought on Xander Ferguson, but they held up really well. But Toulon away is a very difficult place to go. It's really difficult. Stade Mayol is very loud, and it's always full. So they can be proud. I thought the number 5, who again I'm not going to pronounce his name, it's about 50 letters in it. He was unbelievable. He's only 22. He played his first rugby match at 19. There's hope for all of us. Not you, Jacques. There's hope for the rest of us that we can still make it.
My knee won't handle it.
How about, Dora, you send us a clip of you playing rugby.
And we'll put it in the podcast. Dora's getting smashed.
Dara's first day at school.
Dora's claim to fame.
No, you're gonna check him like
No.
every game, like two step with the head.
Yeah, exactly. You'll probably see me get concussed about 50 times.
From yourself.
That's embarrassing.
When is your next game?
After Christmas. It's after the New Year. I'm not playing again until like the 13th of January, something like that.
All right. So what's going to happen is next week, let's do the podcast on Tuesday, when you're back from London after you decided to
On
go watch
Christmas
football.
Eve. On
Yes.
Christmas Eve.
Yes.
I'm not
No,
listening to
I
you on
can't.
Christmas Eve.
I can't.
Okay. Then we do it on Thursday or Friday next week. Just 5 or 10 minutes. I just want to speak to Dora's mom or dad. And with the next rugby match he plays, they must video it. And let's see if there's hope for you, young lad.
Good luck finding my dad, first of all. No, I don't think I will. I'll get the girlfriend to record it.
Yeah, get your girlfriend.
Okay. I was going to do it.
I'll ask nicely. I'll probably get told no, but
Then
I'll ask very nicely.
from a coach's point of view, I'll see if you're good enough or if there's hope for you.
From a supporter's point of view.
No matter how good the clips are, I'm just going to hear I can't say bad language, but you know what I mean. You know what he's going to say.
You are box.
I could score 5 tries at the match and I still get criticised.
Let's get there and we'll
Constructive
decide.
criticism. But
Give
anyway,
up the sport. Never play again.
then Exeter went down to Toulouse, which was kind of expected, to be honest.
That was words I can't say. I'm trying to think of a word I can say. It's all the words that come from my head are words I cannot
PK.
say on this.
In South Africa,
that
we just say
was
a PK.
humiliating, let's just say. That's the word. Toulouse absolutely mauled Exeter. Yeah, that was unbelievable from Toulouse. But there was no need. There was absolutely Exeter are struggling. Toulouse sent over everyone. Why couldn't they just be French for 5 minutes and send over a B team? Little old Exeter got absolutely hockeyed. 60 what? They scored 19 tries in 2 games. It's all over. Cancel, ban them. Just ban them, in my opinion. Just ban them. Get rid of them.
All right, let's move on. Do we do the Challenge Cup or do we just leave that?
Boring. Back on
No,
it.
we can.
Back on it.
I'll just go.
The Lions. The Lions won. The Cheetahs lost. All good.
Okay, so Edinburgh beat Bayern. Montpellier beat Ospreys, which was to be expected. Zebra lost to Lyon by 2. So, I mean, that wasn't too bad for Zebra, but I see there's a whole article that this could be the end of them. Lions beat Pau. RC. Okay, beat Gloucester. Who's that? Not
Van.
Yeah, Vans. There we go. Cardiff beat the Cheetahs. Scarlets beat the Black.
I think
Lions.
What was that? What was that score between Cardiff and the Lions? 24-7, I think.
26-10. Yeah.
It's not that bad of a score.
Yeah. Perpignan losing to Connacht. And the Dragons.
They beat Newcastle. I always know the Dragons score because I follow that Twitter account, and you should all follow. There's a Twitter account dedicated to the Dragons. It's called "Did the Dragons Lose Today?" So I always know if they won or not because I always see it, and it always says either yes or no. So I forever know if the Dragons win or lose.
Oh gosh!
Last week we said last week that the Dragons are going to lose, didn't we?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought they'd lose as well, but because of that account, I wouldn't have known the Dragons result if not that account. I will forever know the Dragons result because of that.
Sorry, Jacques. Just last week, Dara wasn't on our episode, and there was that Hurricane Dara. Don't you think it's a little bit coincidental?
No, so that was the week before.
Yeah, but last week you weren't on, but then we were talking about this week's games coming. It's a bit weird that you weren't there and there was Hurricane Dara.
No comment. Up to a bit of mischief.
You won't get like a Hurricane Kirby or a Hurricane Jacques.
It's a storm. It was storm. We don't have hurricanes.
Or Storm Dara, whatever.
We had one hurricane in my lifetime, and it was not a hurricane. It was called a hurricane, but it was like an average day.
So like a day here in Cape Town, like a minor day.
We got 2 days. No businesses opened. No businesses were allowed open. Everyone had 2 days off. Nothing happened. It was raining. That was it. This was worse. This storm we had was 10 times worse than that hurricane ever was.
Is there any news on that ex-English player that got swept away? Did he die?
He died.
Confirmed.
So condolences to his family.
Yeah.
They had a couple of minutes. They had a round minutes applause at the Quins match, sure, didn't they? Because he played for Quins.
Yeah.
And they did a Gloucester fan as well.
Yeah. Shame. Oh, I mean, it's never nice to lose someone like that in a.
Yeah, Tom Voice wasn't it? Tom Voice.
Yeah, there we go. That's his name. I
Yeah,
was actually
yeah.
looking it
So
up now.
he was like to get England caps, you have to be somewhat of a decent player. So fair play to
Hmm.
him and
Even though it was
condolences
for
to his
2
family.
years.
So
Yeah. I mean, it's never easy and everything like that. But now, I know that this isn't a nice way to, but I think we need to carry on because now we got this week coming up, which is the URC, which is back on. We start off this week.
Woo!
so enthralling.
Yeah, so we start off actually with a very conflicting game for you, Dara.
I'm guaranteed to win. I'm
Ulster
guaranteed to win
versus
this.
Munster.
I'm guaranteed to win.
Unless it's a 20-all draw.
I'll
This
go
game
for a
is
draw.
If this game is a draw, you're never seeing me again. Because that would just be the most typical thing ever. Because Connacht have to play Leinster away. I think they'll get beat. Glasgow should win. And if Ulster and Munster draw, I'm never coming back on.
To be honest, it actually looks
I'm
like
going
quite
for
a
I'm
derby
going for a
weekend.
draw.
Yeah, it looks like quite a
It
derby
is.
weekend this weekend.
Yeah,
Because we have Benetton versus Zebra as well.
no, they're all derbies. Welsh sides are
Yeah.
playing each other. Glasgow, Edinburgh, and Year playing each other. So
Yeah.
I think Munster win. I think Munster win by 4 points.
You know what? I'm actually going to go through my thing and my Super Brew, and I will make my predictions on what we say here. So we're saying Munster by
Munster
4.
by 4. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm saying a draw.
No one cares what you were saying, unfortunately.
Then we
I know.
have Benetton hosting Zebra. In the past 10 games, Benetton has won 8. And Zebra has.
Benetton by 20.
Benetton
Easy.
by 15.
I'm actually going to say
Easy.
about 12. But I am saying Benetton is winning. Stormers versus Lions.
Lions by 100.
Lions by 5.
I'm saying Stormers by 5.
I once put on a Super Bowl prediction, and I don't know why. I'll never know why I done this because there was nothing was consumed when I made this prediction. I once predicted the Stormers to win by like 76 against Zebra, and they won by like 12.
To be honest, I'll tell you my stats, which is actually pretty good according to the global thing. But I never concentrate so much on the points, more on who's actually going to win. Sharks hosting the Bulls. Now, before we carry on, they played 10 times against each other. Sharks have won only 4-6, but Sharks have won 3 at home and 1 away, and the Bulls have only won 2 away.
I think the Sharks will win because the Bulls were so bad last weekend at home, and the Sharks, in fairness, they kept a lot of their big names at home.
I think you're frozen, Jacques.
I can't
Jacques
yeah,
connection's frozen.
I actually hate the Bulls more. So
yeah, I think
lesser of two evils.
For now, I think you
lesser of two evils.
I think your whole thing was saying Sharks are going to win. Made him freeze. Until he comes back, let's carry on. Then we got Ospreys versus Scarlets, and I mean,
what's your prediction? Who do you think is going to win? You never said who's going to win.
Sharks.
Oh, all right. You say the Bulls then.
No.
Please, the misses.
Yeah. I do think the Sharks are going to win, especially. I think they're getting Itzbeth back and a couple of other guys back.
Yeah, but sure, they did. In fairness, they did leave a lot of their big names. They brought some of them. They brought Masuku. They brought Jordan Hendricks. They brought Butalezi, but they left most of their big names along. And then they brought Trevor Kanye.
Yeah, I see. There we go. I just got a message. Switched off due to power and thunderstorms. So we've lost Jacques because of power and thunderstorms. Obviously, because Dara said Sharks were going to win. All of a sudden, there goes his internet.
Storm Dara again.
In South Africa. Yeah. Now, the Ospreys versus Scarlets is going to be quite an interesting game because they both played 7. All right. Ospreys have only won 2, but Scarlets have won 3, but they have drawn 1 game.
It's on it. I think Ospreys. Ospreys seem to have the jinx over the Scarlets.
I mean, looking at the
Yeah.
history out of the past 10 games, there was 5 have gone to Ospreys, especially at home. There was 1 draw, and Scarlets have
Yeah, so
only
they drew at the
beaten.
start of 2 years ago.
Yeah,
This drew at the start. No, I think the
yeah.
Ospreys, they have the jinx over it. Although Toby Booth left Ospreys to that.
Who's the new
Oh.
coach?
I don't know. I don't know. He was meant to leave at the end of the season. He left today.
Yeah. Anyway, then we got Leinster going up against Connacht.
Leinster.
By
Leinster
15.
reluctantly.
Yeah.
Reluctantly, yeah. Leinster win that game. Yeah.
Then we got Glasgow versus Edinburgh. I'm gonna have to go Glasgow. They've been doing pretty well.
Yeah,
lately.
yeah. I'll go Glasgow.
Then
Ignore
the
it.
loss.
I'll just look it over there for no reason. Just trust me.
Okay, and then why have I got one for Thursday the 26th? Anyway, that's Dragons
The
versus
Cardiff
Cardiff.
and Cardiff and the Dragons. That's on a really strange day. But
I'm gonna go Cardiff.
Cardiff, yeah.
Cardiff.
Cardiff have been all right this season. I think they'll beat Dragons pretty hard.
Yeah, but it's against Dragons. I think Dragons have now pulled their win out there.
They've lost their last. I think they've lost their 11 East Wales derbies against Cardiff.
Yeah.
So.
No, go away.
So yeah, Cardiff will beat them.
If I go to my stats, where are my stats? There we go. Let's go there. Because I said I was going to tell you what my stats were like. Where is it on the app here now?
Are we waiting? Are we waiting for Jacques? Or are we just going to finish without him?
I think we'll just finish without him, unless he comes back by some miracle.
No loss, and I hope you're watching this, Jacques. No loss.
Yeah, so I mean, it's quite interesting. Like I said, the reason why I say the Stormers are going to win this week is we're getting 4 of, let's say, top Springboks back. Dion Fourie, Frans Malherbe, Ben Jason Dixon back from a head injury from there you got from Toulon.
And got the Zulu.
Yeah. And I mean, Sasha playing in the midfield or at 10 against, I think his game will stop the Lions. But yeah.
We'll see. We'll see, young Madawan.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, yeah.
I'd say that's about where we wrap it up. There's not much more to discuss.
Yes. All right.
We've lost 1/3 of us.
Yeah, due to Doris storms going through the rest of the world. But yes, we will definitely either do a quick recap, hopefully get a video of Dara at some point playing rugby, clearing out rucks like Honeycomb.
We're never getting that.
I just complimented you saying you were going to clear the rucks like Honeycomb.
Yeah, because he sent the fella 5 meters back.
So you're not going to send someone 5 meters back. You're going to go back 5 meters. You're going to be the one cleared out. Is that what you're saying?
I've had it enough of times, yeah.
All right, but anyway, guys, my fellow champions, be safe, stay well. Hopefully, Dara Storm doesn't come near you guys.
Hopefully, I do.
And Jacques says goodbye as well, I think.
In his own special way.
In his own special way. All right. Anyway, guys, keep well, stay safe. Bye.